Our society has countless images, ideas, and stereotypes about change agents, people who help an organization transform by improving business process and interpersonal interactions. Whether influencing fashion, business, art, entertainment, science, politics, or law, these change agents have and continue to positively impact today's society on so many levels. And today, we are proud to share the story of these business owners, coaches, innovators, and thought leaders from various industries who are eager to educate, inspire, and motivate you. This is Our Voices on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Welcome to Our Voices, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation. My name is Natasha Nurse. I'm the owner and co-founder of Dressing Room 8, co-host of Woke and Free, and the lifestyle editor of Plus Model magazine. And this show is focused on highlighting the amazing work of powerful change agents who have a great message to share with the world. And today I'm super excited to be speaking with Michelle Swoons, a pro makeup artist, plus-size model, blogger, and founder of Face Beauty. So to get a little bit deeper into who this amazing woman is, she has always openly struggled with binge eating disorder, and after experiencing some health issues, she decided to take her life back, battling the eating disorder, working out, and making some drastic changes in her routine. After losing 124 pounds, Michelle is still blogging about her weight loss story, plus size lifestyle, her hitting the gym to get healthy, and this past June, she has added another thing to her list by creating Face Beauty. Facts, action, compassion, empowerment. She's decided that makeup products on the market were just not good enough for the consumer, and she decided to make her own brand. She worked with a lab in New York and formulated some products that were infused with skincare to create the best of the best for the people that she loved. So without further ado, Michelle, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm super excited to have you on Our Voices because I've been a fan of you from the blogger lifestyle side of things. And so when I found out about Face Beauty, I was like, oh my God, she has to share her story. So I guess if you could go a little bit in depth to talk a little bit first about just how you became the woman you are today. How did you start blogging? How did you find the strength and the courage and the hoopsa? You know, the balls, really, to say, I'm not going to struggle with just what I'm dealing with on my own. I'm going to bring it to the forefront, and I'm also going to add entrepreneur to all the things that I do.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on, too. It's so super exciting to be chatting with you guys today. Thank you so much. I started blogging back in 2009 because I was doing some plus-size modeling, and I was originally, I got into the business doing makeup, and then, from there, doing makeup for photo shoots and different productions and things like that. You meet a lot of really great people, and I actually kind of got into modeling that way because I was doing makeup for some photo shoots, and one of the models was sick, and the photographer was like, I need you to jump in here and just, and I was like, he's like, just do it. I was like, okay, yeah, this is super uncomfortable, but I'll try,
Yeah.
So, from there, it just really took off, and the modeling became something I was doing regularly, and I was still doing makeup and things like that. So I decided to kind of start a blog after I was doing originally some makeup tips for another magazine, and the girl that I was working with is just a super empowering woman, and she was telling me, your stuff is really good. I think you would benefit from, branching off on your own. Not that we want to lose you or anything, but I just feel like you do really good on your own, with your own style, and I think you would flourish that way. So I worked part-time at the magazine, and I also, started my own blog, and I just decided, if I would be cool to kind of share some of my makeup tips and just, body styling tips and things like that. And it just took off. And recently, in the last year, I discovered that I was, kind of battling with this eating disorder that I've had my entire life. I didn't even know was a thing. And I just thought, I like food. It tastes good. Hey, why not? And
yeah.
I didn't realize it was an eating disorder. It wasn't, officially something that I was diagnosed with. So I started battling with the eating disorder, and I decided that my blog was going to have to really start diving into more of the plus size lifestyle and actually talking a lot more about what was really, really going on, just to try to see if I could help anybody who's maybe dealing with some of the same stuff that I was.
Absolutely. Okay. And then with the beauty products, so tell us a little bit about the story as to how you decided to formulate your own beauty products, what that process was like.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny because throughout dealing with the eating disorder and tackling a bunch of demons and I guess getting stronger physically and mentally from like working out and realizing all the things that I was doing, it really kind of pushed me forward to start to actually dive into making some of my dreams a reality. And one of my biggest dreams, even, as a child, was to make my own makeup line and create my own brand. So that was something I think, too, that, got me through my internships as a makeup artist and working with other, like big names in the business and things like that. That was one of the things that I always did was I had to always mix products together to make another product perform better. So making my own brand was something I had always really wanted to do, and I never really had the hustle enough or the cojones to really do it. So throughout, discovering who I was and dealing with, some of the really big issues in my life, it gave me the drive to create Face Beauty, which was the brand that I wanted to make, to not only empower people to get through the day and face some of the demons that they were dealing with, but also to create a brand that was not only good and healthy for your skin, but that made you look good, and so the products are essentially my creations of what I used to mix together when I was doing makeup full time. I just made makeup that was infused with skincare, so it was better for your skin, and it made you, kind of in some ways sort of take care of your skin a little bit better, because I realized through doing makeup that people just weren't really taking care of their skin because ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, all these different things in the market, there's so much stuff to buy and there's so much stuff to it gets super confusing. I know how difficult it can be, even for gals my mom age that are more in the mature section. The things are way different when they were growing up than they are now. So I guess living in this day and age and being from all walks of life, from all ages and all skin tones, and there's just so many issues that are going on. And I feel like the brands are totally missing the market. How many times have you heard all the problems with different makeup brands not making enough colors for every skin tone? There's so many products on the market right now that, they're not good for mature skin. So if you're, over 50, you can't buy any of this stuff. And there's just so much stuff that's out there that, people can't use. So I wanted to create an all-inclusive brand that any skin tone could use. So you could just walk up to the counter when I start to eventually get in stores, because I'm not in stores yet, but you could just walk up to the counter, any skin tone from any walk of life, doesn't matter what color you are, what you look like, what age you are, you could walk up there and you could buy a product and it will work for you irregardless of what you got going on.
Absolutely.
And so that's how I created it.
I love it. You are listening to Our Voices on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. My name is Natasha Nurse, and my guest today is Michelle Swoons, pro makeup artist, plus-size model, blogger, and founder of Face Beauty. So I love the inclusivity kind of intention set out right from the get-go for your product, because I think that when you are building something, it's really special when you start to think about, is this for X amount of people? And again, there's certain things that work well for niche communities, but especially with beauty, right? You are absolutely hitting the nail on the head when you say any woman of any age, of any background deserves the right to walk up or to buy something online and be able to find something that is suiting her, because all faces deserve beauty, right? All bodies deserve beautiful fashion. It works the same in beauty. So I love that intention. And I'd love for you to also talk a little bit about the products themselves, because like you mentioned, beauty is a very vast arena, and they're from makeup, from on the eyes to the foundation to the. So what are the primary basic products like that you're offering? And of course, you can also share where people can learn more about it.
Yeah. So essentially, right now, I've been working with the lab for a while to create the products. So they're kind of coming out in collections. So right now, the highlighter collection was the first collection that I launched because highlighter is my favorite product of all time. If you cannot see me from the NASA space station, my highlight is not popping enough, okay? And I need to put on something else. So my first collection launched in June of this past summer, and it was my highlighter collection. And it consists of 3 different highlighters you can choose from. You know, there's a cream, there's an actual liquid glow that's more of an oil kind of a substance. And then there's, of course, the powder, which is, everybody loves the powder. And then I recently just launched the 90s collection, which is like all my favorite products that remind me of the 90s because I was a 90s kid. And it's got lipsticks in there, and all of my lipsticks are, formulated with vitamin A, C, and E. In fact, vitamin A, C, and E is in practically almost everything that I make because those are, I would say, the main 3 vitamins that you really need for your skin. Vitamin C really helps with like brightening, and there's a lot of different benefits from having those vitamins in your skincare. A lot of my stuff is formulated with hyaluronic acid as well, which is really good for anti-aging and peptides. So they're kind of being launched in collections, and you can find it right now. It's just on my website, which is michelleswoons.com. Then that's Michelle with 2 L's, so it's MICHELLE, and then Swoons is SWOONS.com. And then if you go there, you just click on shop, and everything is in the shop section. And I tried to also kind of make it available per collection. So if you want highlighters, you can go and find them, pretty easily. But eventually, I'm going to have a full range of lines. So I'm going to have concealer, foundation, brow, blush, bronzer, mascara. I mean, the whole 9 yards, whatever you can think of that a makeup brand would sell, I'm going to eventually have all of that. So right now, it's just kind of, they're being rolled out, as they become available.
Absolutely.
But in the fall, a little teaser, we're going to have the face case, which is super exciting. And that's going to have basically everything that you need, the essentials. And, of course, it's going to be, different ranges. So for the mom who's super busy, there'll be like a case that you can buy that'll have everything that you need to just, do like a 5-minute makeup routine. All the way, to like the beauty blogger, like beauty lover. It's going to have, of course, more things in there to make kind of a more glam look. But I'm really excited for what's coming. I'm super excited.
Phenomenal. Okay. And what would you say has been the most meaningful lesson you've learned starting your entrepreneurial journey?
Don't give up, girl. Girls and boys, whoever's listening, don't give up. It's like a warrior never quits, and we are all little warriors fighting our own battle. You cannot quit. Don't give up. Nothing good is easy, and nothing easy is good. So you have to put the work in. You've got to hustle, and eventually it will work out. I promise. Whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're trying to do, you just keep at it. There's going to be a million no's to one yes, and that one yes is going to be the thing that's going to catapult you forward. Because it's hard. The hustle is real. It is hard.
Yes. It is. The struggle is real. The hustle is real. But I'm so glad that you gave that advice. I would say in the work that I do, working with people, speaking with brilliant entrepreneurs and thought leaders and people like yourself, I just, I think that's the true testament of what someone when someone wants something and they're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful, it's going to come down. It's going to happen. It's going to be in your purview. But you've got to keep going, right? You can never give up. So I love that advice. And with that, you are listening to Our Voices. My name is Natasha Nurse. More with my guest, Michelle Swoons, a pro makeup artist, plus-size model, blogger, and founder of Face Beauty, next on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the